compassion. It's more than just a feeling, it's a choice, a tenderness that moves us to act. When we see suffering, compassion whispers, do something. It's about empathy, about stepping into someone else's shoes and feeling their pain as our own. Think of synonyms like kindness, mercy, and understanding. These words paint a picture of warmth, of reaching out a hand to lift another. On the other hand, we have indifference, a cold word devoid of warmth. It's apathy, a lack of concern for the struggles of others. Words like coldness, detachment, and disregard come to mind. These are the hallmarks of indifference, a state where the heart remains untouched by the needs around it. Compassion builds bridges, indifference builds walls. One heals, the other hurts. Which will you choose? The Bible tells us God is love. And what is love without compassion? Think about Jesus. He healed the sick, comforted the heartbroken, and welcomed the outcast. His heart overflowed with compassion for every soul he encountered. Remember the story of the Good Samaritan? A man, beaten and left for dead, is ignored by those who should have helped. But a Samaritan, a stranger, shows him compassion. He binds his wounds, takes him to safety, and pays for his care. This is a powerful example of God's love in action. It teaches us to look beyond ourselves, beyond our differences, and see the needs of others. When we experience God's compassion, we're changed. It draws us closer to Him and to each other. God's compassion should inspire us to live differently. It calls us to be instruments of His love in a hurting world. How can we show compassion? Start by being present. Listen to others with your full attention. Offer a helping hand to those in need. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. A smile, a word of encouragement, a listening ear, these are all expressions of compassion. Think about your community. Who needs help? Maybe it's an elderly neighbor who needs groceries, or a single parent struggling to make ends meet. Let's be the hands and feet of Jesus, extending His love and compassion to everyone we meet. Section 4, the cold silence, recognizing indifference. Indifference is a dangerous path. It's easy to fall into, especially in a world that often celebrates self-interest. We see indifference in the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. The rich man, living in luxury, ignores the plight of Lazarus, a beggar at his gate. He turns a blind eye to suffering, focused only on his own comfort. This story is a stark reminder of the consequences of indifference. Indifference can creep into our lives subtly. We might find ourselves too busy to notice the needs of others. We might become desensitized to the suffering around us. But indifference is never the answer. It breeds isolation, division, and ultimately spiritual decay. Section 5, the price of apathy, consequences of indifference. Indifference has a cost. It not only hurts others, but it also damages our own souls. When we close our hearts to compassion, we become hardened. We lose our capacity for empathy, for joy, for genuine connection. The Bible warns us about the dangers of indifference. In the book of Proverbs it says, "Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered." Indifference creates a ripple effect. It spreads like a virus, infecting our relationships, communities, and ultimately our world. Let's break free from the chains of apathy. Let's choose compassion and embrace the transformative power of love. Section 6. Choose compassion, a call to action. Today, let's make a conscious choice to embrace compassion. Let's ask God to soften our hearts and open our eyes to the needs around us. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Let's be known for our kindness, our generosity, and our unwavering commitment to loving our neighbors as ourselves. Remember, even the smallest act of compassion can make a world of difference. A smile, a kind word, a helping hand. These are the building blocks of a more just and compassionate world. Go out and be the light in someone's darkness. Choose compassion, choose love. Choose to serve God in the great commandment to love one another as He has loved you.